Today, I visited no less than 4 LEGO stores in a single day and made a record-breaking brick haul. I rated the pick-a-brick walls, and I'm excited to share my experience and show you the epic collection of bricks I picked up. During my vacation in Europe, I discovered that there are 4 LEGO stores located very close to each other in the Netherlands. So I jumped at the opportunity to visit them all in just one day. I started my journey on the coast in the town of Scheveningen, where there's a Legoland Experience Center with a store that looks a lot like an official LEGO store. Interestingly, Legoland isn't officially owned by the LEGO company, but the pick-a-brick wall was exactly the same, so it's clear both parties work closely together. Even though the bricks on the wall were similar to what I've seen in other stores, I spotted a dark gray 1x6 stud brick that I hadn't seen before. This piece is perfect for upgrading the roads in my LEGO city, and since I need to replace a lot of road sections, I knew I had to stock up big. So I started stacking. After finishing up in the store, I checked out the Discovery Center right next door. They had a massive display filled with beautifully lit LEGO builds. What really impressed me was how realistic the settings around the buildings looked. It gave me a ton of inspiration for my own city. As you can see, there were also some towering skyscrapers. The LEGO builds featured classic Dutch architecture like windmills and 19th century townhouses that you commonly see in the country's major cities. The techniques used were clearly designed by professionals, and the style closely matches what you see in the official Legoland parks. Personally, I think it would be an improvement if they incorporated more modern bricks like masonry bricks. It would be a great addition to the slightly outdated designs. In addition to the stunning historical buildings and modern skyscrapers, visitors could also enjoy an impressive roller coaster display. It is beautifully lit to enhance the experience. Pressing a button set the cart in motion, making the whole scene feel even more dynamic and lifelike. One of the highlights for me was the replica of the local soccer stadium. I couldn't stop admiring it, especially since I first got into LEGO building by designing football stadiums. After soaking in all the inspiration, it was time to hit my second stop of the day, the LEGO store in The Hague, just a 10-minute drive from the last location. This is a beautiful, large official LEGO store with a spacious layout. They are using the new pick-a-brick wall display here, which I personally really like. It may appear smaller than the old design, but the number of bins is about the same, which is what really matters. The selection was recently updated, and there were several interesting bricks that are perfect for city builds. Since I had already cleared out the 1x6 stud bricks at the previous store, I was happy to find them here as well and managed to fill a few more large cups with them. At this store, I filled up 4 large pick-a-brick cups and continued on to my next destination. But first, I made a quick stop at the Dutch Parliament building to gather some inspiration for my own historical LEGO builds. Unfortunately, the Parliament is currently undergoing restoration and was completely closed to visitors. However, they had built a temporary observation tower, which offered a breathtaking view of the city. Personally, I love the contrast of modern skyscrapers rising above historic architecture. It is exactly the kind of atmosphere I want to recreate in my LEGO city. After this amazing experience, I traveled to the town of Leidschendam, where another official LEGO store is located inside a massive newly built shopping mall. I've been to many big malls before, but this was by far the most impressive one I've ever seen. It has a staggering 1.3 million square feet of retail space, which is absolutely mind-blowing. The LEGO store didn't disappoint either. It featured a large pick-a-brick wall where I got the inspiration to use black 2x2 stud bricks for my next skyscraper design. I'm planning to use these bricks as pillars placed between the window sections of my next skyscraper build. Since I usually construct skyscrapers that are around 5 feet tall, you can imagine how many of these bricks I'll need. Whenever I visit a LEGO store, I always ask the staff if they have more bricks in stock in the back, just in case they're not out on the pick-a-brick wall, and luckily, that was the case here. I also picked up some leaf elements and light tan tiles, which are perfect for finishing the floors of my skyscrapers. These massive builds require a ton of tiles, so it's great to stock up when I can. After filling another 4 large cups, I was now 11 cups deep and €240 in, and I headed off to my final destination, a privately owned LEGO shop called Play Today. This store is located in the beautiful historic town of Gouda and features a large pick-a-brick wall where I hope to find some unique elements that are not available in official LEGO stores. Unfortunately, the selection was quite disappointing. Most of the bins were filled with pieces that are not very useful for building LEGO cities. In my opinion, that completely misses the mark. Adult fans of Lego focused on city building want parts they can buy in bulk at a better price than what they'd pay online. With this current selection, the store isn't meeting the needs of that community if you ask me. Back home from my vacation, it was finally time to look at the results of my Lego shopping day. In total, I bought 11 large cups packed with high-value bricks that will be great additions to my city. As always, with every purchase you get a small bonus bag filled with random bricks from a bin behind the counter. Sometimes, you even get a few minifigures, which I personally prefer over random pieces I didn't pick myself. At the Lego store in The Hague, I was lucky enough to pick out 3 minifigures, which is a value of around €7.50, a nice little bonus. When you're building a Lego city at this scale, you can never have too many minifigures. They really help bring the city to life. As you saw earlier, I scored a massive number of leaf elements, which are perfect for designing parks and grassy areas. And I can never have enough light tan tiles for finishing the interiors of my builds. I ended up filling 2 full boxes with the black 2x2 bricks, which I am going to use as the structural base for my next skyscraper design. This time, I am trying out a completely new building technique for the window sections, something I can finally do thanks to a unique 1x1 transparent brick I managed to find at the Lego store in The Hague. These are the kinds of unexpected finds Lego builders hope for when visiting different stores. This is a unique brick I have never come across in any of the Lego stores I have visited so far. I am pretty sure it is not part of the regular pick-a-brick assortment, but rather a leftover piece from a custom display model that the store built to showcase to the public. I will explain more about that technique later in the video. You can also see the huge quantity of dark gray 1x6 stud bricks. I picked up these will be used to replace the roads you see in the background. I am currently using the official Lego road plates, made from 16x16 studs, but I feel they just don't look realistic enough. To make the switch to this new building technique, I needed a massive amount of these dark gray bricks, so I filled 4 out of the 11 large cups entirely with them. On top of those, I added the transparent bricks I mentioned earlier. These pieces are so small that you can stack a huge number of them into a single cup, making it easy to stock up. Alongside the dark gray bricks, I also picked up a bunch of 2x2 stud black bricks, which I will be using to form the pillars of one of my new skyscraper builds. My plan is to fill this entire white table with custom skyscrapers, so I need a massive inventory of fresh bricks to bring those ideas to life. Building a Lego city on this scale requires a forward-thinking mindset, where you anticipate which pieces you will need in bulk to make your vision a reality. That's exactly why I always buy in large quantities. The leaf elements were also perfect to use as top fillers for the stacked cups. As you can see, the brick stacks are getting higher and higher, but we're not even close to done yet. I estimate I bought around 13 pounds of Lego in total. If the price had been based on weight, like in the Lego factory at Legoland, Germany, this would have cost me around $600. But by stacking strategically, this entire haul only cost me $240. If I had bought these same pieces online, I estimate the price could have easily gone over $1,500, so I'd say that's a pretty great deal, right? For my next build, I am going to use a technique where transparent bricks are placed on black plates and then stacked vertically to a height of about 5 feet. You can imagine how many transparent bricks and plates I will need for that. That's why I stocked up in bulk during this trip. The stacks kept getting higher and higher, but the closer I got to the final result, the more satisfying it became. As a Lego builder, you have to stay organized, otherwise the chaos can cause a lot of frustration during the building process. Personally, I love having everything neatly sorted and stored. After over 2 hours of sorting, I can finally enjoy this massive Lego haul I picked up today from visiting no less than 4 different stores. How many Lego stores have you visited in one day? Let me know in the comments, but not before we jump into the next project. I am planning to replace my current Lego roads with a new and improved building technique, so it was a bit nerve-wracking to see if I had stocked up enough dark gray bricks. I did a quick test, and luckily I have got just enough to complete the job. I'm really excited to see how it will turn out. I think this upgrade will make a huge difference and give the city a much more realistic and immersive look compared to the older design. I am going to connect the dark gray bricks in a clean, consistent pattern, and of course the new roads will include white lane markings and sidelines for that realistic finish. As you can see, I have gathered a massive pile of these bricks, and I cannot wait to transform them into what I believe is the best Lego road building technique out there. I had previously chosen not to use this method simply because of the insane number of bricks required. But now that these parts are available on the Pick-a-Brick wall, I finally decided to go for it. Honestly, the same goes for almost every design in my Lego city. Building a city on this scale would have never been possible without the Pick-a-Brick wall, which made large-scale brick purchases affordable and accessible. So far, I have spent about $15,000 on this Lego city, but if I had bought all the bricks online, that total would have been many times higher. This approach not only saved me money, but made the dream of building a custom Lego city a reality. Do you know any other ways to get Lego at a low cost? Let me know in the comments. Did you enjoy this video? It would mean a lot if you gave it a like, shared it, and subscribed to my channel. Want to see more? Check out this video where I use a unique technique to create a cobblestone street for the historic district of my Lego city. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next Lego City update.